Hey there, welcome on the spot. Tim with Jen Boyle. We met at the Summer League Nexus event back in, I think it was in July. And she's from Colorado. She's in home management. But anyways, Jen, the floor is yours. Go ahead and introduce yourself or go from there.
Awesome. Thanks for having me. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy we could finally connect.
Yeah.
Yes, I own a home and lifestyle management company based in Denver, Colorado, but we're now in 8 other cities. So we organize houses, we help clients move, we hire all of their vendors, whether it's a personal chef, a house cleaner, a massage therapist, and we really take care of our clients on a day-to-day basis.
So you're from on the spot, Jen, ready to get through these questions?
Yes, let's
All
do
right,
it.
we'll do it. Okay. What are your thoughts on real estate market? Any predictions, future, past, present? What do you see?
So honestly, I'm only good at what I'm good at. That's why
Yeah.
I'm so grateful to know people like you, because that's a huge reason why I've grown in all of the markets that we're in.
Mhm.
Is because I set myself up with good people like you that know the market, because I have
Yeah,
no clue about the market. I just have to ask you. So yeah,
that's great. Let me ask you this. Do you want to share a struggle you went through?
I had thought about that question. I don't know if I have a specific struggle. Like when I look at life, I just
Hmm.
think we go through so many struggles all the time, big or small. And I think what it's about is how you overcome them. So either changing your mind frame, shifting, asking for help, but really going in, and you can overcome every obstacle. And especially owning a business, there's obstacles every day, and then being a woman in business and whatnot. But I just think it's the perspective that you have on those struggles, and just knowing that you can get through it. It's life. You're gonna have
Yeah.
things come at you all the time,
Yeah.
and just know that, yeah, you can overcome it.
Good point. Do you want to share a quote that you heard that you live by or that you want to share with us, our listeners?
Dang it, I didn't. I don't know quote either.
No.
Yeah, sorry.
Anyone that inspires you that they say something that sticks out?
I honestly, if I ever need a quote, I go to the Bible and
Yeah.
I just read a
Okay.
passage,
There
and
you go.
usually I open a page and it will guide me perfectly for that day. But I know, like,
Gotcha.
on my phone, I have put your complete faith in God and he will work things out for you. So that's probably one of my favorite things to just go by, which goes
Okay.
along with the struggle
Yeah.
about keeping things in perspective.
Okay. That's good. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Did you make a mistake in real estate that you regret?
Not in real estate.
Yeah. Business?
No, pretty happy with my house right now.
Yeah.
But with business, I don't even think I have a regret in that with mistakes, because again, I'm a little positive Polly with my perspectives. So I think anything that I've gone through in business has been a learning lesson. I could go back and I could look at, oh, I should have hired faster, or I should have taken money and grown the company faster. Like, I could have done a lot of things different at this
Yeah.
point, 13 years into business,
Mm.
but I wouldn't have known everything I know right now. So I can't go back and change it. I can just take all of those learning lessons and have a great foundation of business, whether it's this one, whether it's starting another company at one point with all the knowledge now that I have.
Good thoughts.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. What's your favorite show on Netflix or Hulu or TV that you're watching nowadays or streaming?
Yes. I'm obsessed with every single one of the sports shows on
Really?
Netflix. The F1, the golf one, the
Yeah.
tennis one, any basketball ones, or the 30 for 30s
Yeah.
even. That inspires me, probably because of my competitive business, but then also I played competitive sports growing up too, so I
Yeah.
kinda have that mentality, and it shows their life and how they've gotten to where they've gotten now, and again, all the struggles that they had to deal with to become a great athlete, and that's so inspiring and encouraging, and every time I watch them, I'm like, "I could do better."
Yeah. What sport did you play?
I played basketball, on competitive traveling teams.
Yeah.
I played softball, same, competitive traveling teams. I ran track, distance,
Oh,
you
wow.
name it. And then I started playing golf in later in high school, and then I kind of just got too busy with life.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah.
Gotcha. Cool. Let me ask you this one. I know you talked about basketball. Who's on your Mount Rushmore of greatest players?
I love this question. Michael Jordan,
Okay.
for sure. Larry Bird,
Okay.
eh, because I really love the Celtics. And then Wilt Chamberlain and Kareem.
Okay.
Yeah.
All big guys except for two. Okay.
Yeah, that's all I need. That's
Yeah.
all we need is a couple points, 2, 3, and
Yeah.
yeah, I just and it's weird, like, thinking about that question because I was like, I don't really wanna name any current players because,
Yeah.
1, I work with some of them, but also I remember growing up, like, watching basketball with my dad, and,
uh,
that's a huge reason that you play it is because the
yeah.
love of who you're watching, but, yeah, the Larry Bird and Magic Johnson era. That's why I fell in love with, like, Larry Bird talking smack the whole time, but then
Yeah.
Michael did the same thing, except he
Mhm.
was so
Well,
incredible.
so who is your GOAT then in
Michael.
basketball?
Yep. Always will be.
Yeah. Just based
Even
on
though
yeah.
Say what?
Just based on how you played the game or what's the reasoning?
Yeah,
Yeah.
his mentality of life, of sports, his drive to really be the best and be there early and
Mhm.
be there late. And then his again, life is so mental, but his ability to get into the other player's head or to know that he was that good to close his eyes and make a free throw, like, he just had it. He had
Yeah.
everything and he knew it, and but then he could back it up. If he said something, he could back it up, and it's
Yeah.
because of how much he practiced and how much he was focused on the game, and it showed.
Let me ask you this. Something you did in the pandemic that you didn't do before that you still do today.
Yes, so two I have 2 things of this question. So one is fun and then one is business.
Okay.
So the fun thing I did was get back into golf, which I think a lot of people did.
Yeah. I did too.
A
I did.
lot of Yeah, yeah, a lot of people had more time on their hands, so I forgot how much I loved golf, and I was probably playing at least 2 times a week. Finally got new clubs after the clubs that I was using in high school, and I grew my game a lot, and I'm very grateful for that time. But during the pandemic, my business actually took off, which I'm beyond grateful for. We really, really started growing, but I had to do things way differently, and it did help change my company. So, for example, we would do walkthroughs where I would have to show up, or one of my executives, and do a walkthrough of a client's house or business.
Hmm.
And they would say, Jen, I'm stressed out with this, this, and this. I never have time to go to the store, so I never have groceries, and I never have time to
Yeah.
cook for my family. So I would have to go through and look at their house and point things out and make this list of their stressors and then the areas that I'm seeing. So I learned that I could put a list of questions together and present that to the client on our first phone call
Yeah.
to go over to get their brain thinking. Because a lot of us know we need help, but we have no idea where we need help with.
Yeah.
So I have that list of questions that I could send to them and that they could get back to me right away to get the list started. And then FaceTime. So the client could actually hold the phone and show me every bit of their house, and I could take notes and screenshots off of that, and then I can put together a packet of how we are going to take care of that household going forward. So, of course, like, being in person is always the best. You can feel someone's energy and their need, and I love that about my company. But in order to scale and grow, that was a very helpful learning piece that we still
All right.
use to this day.
Well, that's good. So you've been
Yeah.
golfing now lately. You want to share some insights of how you're doing and maybe some tips for maybe girls that want to golf?
Yes, women need to golf. It is so fun. It is outside in the sunshine, and that's
Yeah.
so healthy for you, and honestly, I'm a sun baby, I need to feel the sun to be happy, but yeah, it gets you out of just a stale, boring environment and gets you out there and you're able to be in, yeah, definitely more of a league of men. And honestly, men have been in business and golfing for so many more years than we have. It's a great opportunity to set yourself up. There are so many good men that want to help women become better at golf and better at business. So don't be scared.
Mhm.
Go and ask for help and ask for tips because men are so open and they do want to guide and they do want to help us. So just don't have fear. Just say yes and go make it happen. But
That's a
I don't
good
really
point.
know if I have tips. I need to get better myself, but
Yeah,
I do have great businessmen and men that golf that have helped me a lot, and I'm grateful.
that's good. Yeah, no fear, I like that. Just go out there and do it.
Yeah, just do it. Just do it in life.
Yeah. Let me ask you this, what is your dream car?
So, long-winded answer, but my dad is a financial advisor, so I
Nice.
was really brought up knowing the value of money and never really placing it on items and on things.
Yeah,
So, I could care less about cars. I have no
okay.
problem if some people want a car, like maybe I want a cute outfit. That's fine, but I have always been raised and thought a car is gonna get me from point A to point B.
Yeah,
Never, I want this type of car. It just that just doesn't bring me joy.
yeah. And then, what about the EV car? Thoughts on that? Have you experienced that? What do you think of that car?
Like a Tesla and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Eh, don't know. I don't know if that's the right way or the wrong way. I have no opinion really on that, but I'll
yeah.
tell you one thing, I don't like sitting in the back of a Tesla or, yeah, the other EV cars. I think they're way
Yeah,
fun to drive. I just don't think it's fun sitting in the back. You just
why
don't
not?
you feel a little off?
Well, I don't sit in the back of many because some of them are small, so I can see in the front, but
True.
for my how big I am, but I've experienced the EV one, that was cool to ride in. Yeah, I get you saying you're in the back, you're just kinda a passenger, but,
Yeah, yeah. It's way more fun to drive, but also in what I've noticed is I like roller coasters, I'll do any
okay.
sort of ride, but that's how I feel in the back when they don't press on the gas, like, well, or the brake, I
Yeah,
feel like the Denver airport is far from downtown Denver, so
yeah,
whenever I get in one of those cars, I'm just, like, a little sick by the time I get to the airport.
gotcha.
But I guess that would make sense that you can't really sit in the back, but yeah, I'm a
Yeah,
little shorter than you.
yeah. They're just a space in them. Like, if I sit in the longer Tesla, I can fit in them, but if I do the small one, I can't. My knees are just the seat, it's just yeah,
Yeah.
doesn't work.
No, that makes sense. They're
Yeah,
smaller cars.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
okay, let me ask you this. If you can go back in time, what age would you pick at to go back and live at if you could?
Don't know
Hmm.
if I would go back in time.
Yeah,
Just because I've learned so much and now the knowledge that I have, I wouldn't wanna live without that.
yeah.
But if I could go, I guess, back in time and hang out with my grandparents again, or if I could
Okay.
just, play sports and not have adult responsibilities. Of course, wouldn't you pick that? We would all pick that.
Yeah, totally. You're free, right?
Yes, yes, more freedom, just,
Yeah,
like, more fun in life, but
yeah,
then, it's like we're at our age that we're at now, and I think that's sometimes the mentality that we have to switch back to is
yeah,
like, "No, life still can be that fun, and we
yeah.
have to choose to make time for those things because it is really short."
Alright, do you have a, favorite field trip you did as a kid that you remember?
So funny, I grew up in South Dakota, so
Oh, I got a sister that lives
every
in North Dakota.
who?
A sister, she lives in North Dakota. Yeah,
Oh, your sister? Amazing,
Yeah.
amazing. So, yes, more small town, but so I grew up in Rapid City, South Dakota, and it's right by Mount Rushmore.
I was
So
gonna say that about Rushmore is my answer because it's right there's like 3 hours away from where they're at. So, yeah, it's a good little drive, but you see it,
oh,
yeah. I never saw it yet, but
wow.
it's on the bucket list. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, like it's amazing. People should go visit. It's pretty amazing to see
yeah,
what they did with rocks. But we went there once or twice a year growing up in
that's
Rapid City.
cool.
So like it was amazing, but we kept going there. So I'm like, okay, I've seen that enough for a lifetime,
Yeah,
but it's awesome. But I would say like Rapid City has this place called Bear Country and Reptile Gardens,
okay,
and those were fun kid places to see like animals out in the wild. Like you drive
yeah,
your car in Bear Country and
mm,
there's just bears and all of these different animals and you're just told to leave your windows up. So
okay,
it's pretty
cool.
fun. But you haven't been to Mount Rushmore?
No, I haven't, been in North Dakota where my sister's at. They've gone there a couple times. My mom went with them, but it's well, next time I go up there and visit, I'll do that for sure.
Yeah. Next time you go there, you have to let me know. I'll tell you all the places to go.
Yeah, yeah, I will. Yeah, but it's cool. It's definitely a thing to experience and see. Yeah.
Yeah.
When's the last time
No,
you
and
went there to Mount Rushmore?
it's probably in high school or middle
Yeah.
school.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was always honestly, the one of the better things to see by Rapid City is the Badlands, and it's
Yeah, I've seen
so
the
funny,
Badlands.
you've been there?
Yeah, in, North Dakota, yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Oh, in North Dakota. Okay, so there's some, like, an hour outside of Rapid City,
okay.
and I had never seen those because all I did was play sports, so my parents would just take me to sporting events on the
Yeah.
weekends. So I never saw the Badlands in South Dakota till a year and a half ago,
Mm.
and I was blown away. I think it's one of the prettiest places I've ever seen in the world, so I would definitely say to go there. Yeah.
Alright, let me ask you this. What generation I'm guessing you're in the millennial generation?
Yes, but I don't feel like I'm a millennial.
No. What do you feel like?
The
Gen
one
Z?
before, yes.
The Gen X.
Gen
Gen X.
X, yes. Yes.
So with technology and AI and ChatGPT, nowadays kids are getting what are your thoughts on that whole thing with that? How we got it later in our life, but the kids get it now like at the fingertips pretty soon. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know. I think the world is just changing so fast and I can't even comprehend it. Like
Yeah.
I look, you know, I look at I was alive for a few years and got to be the kid that didn't have only had the kitchen phone,
Yeah, right.
and didn't even have a computer. That was like just office. And then I can't remember when we got our first computer, but it was one and it was the
Yeah.
household computer and yeah, you'd have to share times on it. Maybe in middle school is when we got it. And great, but I remember my life before that. And it was still great because I was a kid. So I was outside until, you know, dark and then up early again and playing. So all I just remember playing so much and then technology, but I've always been in sports, so I always played, but when I look at my friends' kids now, it is way less playing outside, going, being active,
Yeah.
and I don't know. I can't say I'm not an expert. I don't know if that's good or bad. I just know that I love what I had. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be as fulfilled if all I did was phones, computer technology. I find a big value in my life knowing how to play with others and
Totally.
teamwork and
Yeah.
outside. What
Yeah.
about you? Don't you feel like you need
I
that?
yeah, I think they missed like the going out and experience independence and riding a bike somewhere or something or um you know, going to someone's house and knock on a door and asking if someone's there to play with, because we usually that back in the day is knock on the door or call their house and then someone answer the phone, ask for is Mike there or something,
Mhm.
to use that proper etiquette. You couldn't just, and then you couldn't text them. And then, of course, you play at nighttime and come back at before daylight was done. And, So they miss that. They I think they are very techy, very savvy with things now. Probably able to multitask more with more things to do because you're taught that, with like the phone and the app, the iPad and the TV and the streaming and stuff and that, all the so it's I think they missed that part of that, just that the talking and being that um collaborative with people and talk, getting to know them and stuff. And being I
Yeah.
guess, a problem solver. So yeah.
Yes. And I think, like, a good teammate, because you can
Yeah.
play in school sports or whatever, but unless you are really around others
Mhm.
growing or going through something difficult, like, do you really get that? I don't know, you can't get that
Yeah.
from a phone, you can't get that from
No.
even a video game, you're not gonna get that
Yeah.
teamwork, so and I think that's so important for anything that you do in life. It's great to be
Cool.
successful for yourself, but
Yeah.
as people, we're meant to be around one another and help one another, so
Yeah.
yeah,
Totally.
but I would say they're all smarter than me for sure on technology now, so
Mhm.
I feel a little slow in it, but it's fine.
Yeah. So let me ask you this. Is a movie recently watched? Or if not, do you have a favorite movie you like all time?
Yes, I'm bad at watching movies because I just watch all those Netflix shows, but,
Yeah.
I my favorite movie of all time is Love and Basketball, and then my second one is Sandlot, so
Okay.
both sports.
Yeah. Love and Basketball is the first one I heard on here. So,
Really?
yeah.
What's yours?
I mean, I kinda like, well, probably Gladiator is up there. I
Ah.
liked, Jurassic Park. I liked,
Mm.
a movie that people don't say watch is Glory, which is like a Civil War movie, but it's pretty
Oh.
good. It's with Denzel Washington, Morgan Freeman, and I think Matthew Broderick, I think I wanna say, but it goes
Ah.
back to the Civil War days where they were like, they had the black soldiers fight the wars, and then, they have to give them, like, shoes, but they're not like the shoes that the white ones got. They got, like, used and, at the right but, yeah, so they use them as soldiers to fight in the Civil War, but it's kinda cool to see the whole it's a little history lesson, but it's cool to see that one. But,
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
yeah, but Jurassic Park with the dinosaurs, the whole theme park of that to come alive, I was like a little kid, but you're like, could that really happen? And then,
Mhm.
of course, Glider was just kind of a Roman times with how the storyline was and the whole battle and stuff.
Yeah.
It's gonna stick out. But
Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
I did see F1. If you like F1, the movie with Brad Pitt, it's pretty good.
Yes,
And that was in
I
the
wanna see that.
the theater. It was in 4DX, and so your sheet
Oh.
moves and stuff. So if you get a chance, experience that. If not, go see it. It's a good movie. Good story.
Yeah.
Makes
I
you want
wonder
to
if we
follow F1 now, yeah.
did you watch the Netflix stuff before?
I didn't watch that one, no. I'll have to check that out, but yeah, but the Brad Pitt one was good.
Yeah, if you like that movie, you would
Okay,
love the Netflix show
okay.
for
I gotta
sure.
check it out then.
Yeah, and I wonder if we have one of those 4D theaters in Denver. I've honestly
You
never
probably do. Probably look up Regal or IMAX.
Hmm,
Yeah, Regal IMAX probably. You probably
okay.
got one out there. I'm thinking you do somewhere.
Yeah,
You know? But I mean, California, we have everything first. I feel like us in New York.
you
So
really do?
yeah, that's one thing I know. Like we'll have something updated. It's like, oh, we have it first. Like yesterday or today now, you can ride. I don't know if you rode BART before, which is like our muni like train system. They're
Mm,
allowing you to now use your debit card instead of a pass. So now you can use your debit card or credit card just to ride where you want to work. So
mm,
instead of a whole hassle buying a ticket, you just kind of so that roll out today. So it's kind of cool. You're seeing all these evolution changes. Like I did it like 20 years ago, but all about.
right.
But yeah, so yeah,
Yeah.
that's
It's
like
kinda with that technology, it's just happening so
yep,
fast.
told yeah. So let me ask you this: Are you an Apple or Android person?
I am an Apple
Yeah,
person, and yeah, man, the green phone is hard whenever
yeah.
whenever
The
I'm
green
like,
bubbles.
"You have a green phone?"
Yeah,
But
yeah.
they also take so much better pictures.
No, they have a better camera, better, faster processor. Yeah,
Yes, so it's like I can't hate on them because
yeah,
every time I see a photo taken from theirs compared to mine, I'm just like,
yeah,
I see why you want that phone."
yeah. Totally.
Yeah. I think I just got conditioned to Apple and then never
Yeah.
switched.
Yeah, I went from a BlackBerry to the Razor to the BlackBerry, and then the BlackBerry to
Mm.
the iPhone. When my BlackBerry broke, the keyboard dropped the keyboard, like the space key broke. I was like, I gotta get a smartphone, I guess.
Yeah,
'Cause
you
like,
were forced.
yeah, but yeah, I like the BlackBerry because the typing was super easy and the auto was really good. I wish Apple would fix their auto spell a little bit better. It's not that great. I don't know. Have you had experience with
No, I
that?
mess up on that a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like,
It's just
I now warn people. I'm like, this was talk to text. So if anything is misspelled, it's not my fault.
yeah. The watch is pretty good though. I use the watch voice and that's pretty good. But
Agreed.
the phone is just terrible.
Yeah, I
But
totally agree. I totally, but at least there is that option because if you have to text something long, especially in your business, like that has to
mm,
be perfect, whatever you're saying.
yeah, you have to get your that's why I think people have on some emails, they'll say sent from iPhone,
Mhm.
sorry for typing errors.
Mhm.
You know, people have
Yep.
that as like a thing underneath. So yeah.
Yeah, I think it's needed until it would like to get better.
Yeah. Do you want to share a tip of the week, life tip, business tip that you want to share with our listeners out there?
To me, my biggest thing, it just goes back to mind frame and your thought process of how you choose to live every day, how you choose to wake up, what do you choose to be let into your world, or how do you block and protect yourself? I think life is so incredibly busy and I for sure get caught up in that. Like
Yeah.
today alone, the million people reaching out to me, but it's a choice what you let overwhelm you, or one bad thing if you choose to let that ruin your day, or if you just take it in as that was just one bad piece of the day, but the sun was out and I'm happy and I'm well. So I think the more negative, if you are honing in on more of the negative things and more of the negative things come your way, but if you choose to really look at the positives and let the negatives go pretty quickly out of your
Yeah.
life, then more positives are going to come your way. And I think if someone's never looked at life like that, I would say try to test yourself. Like be negative
Yeah.
one day, like say negative things, like hone in on the negative things that happen and see how much worse it gets for you. And
Yeah.
then go to a day where you are just thinking positive and grateful and being thankful for everything that happened for you that day and see how good it can be. It's one thing to say that, for me to say that out loud, but it's another thing. I had to realize that it's levels. To me, positive and negative thinking is levels.
Mm,
So I can think I'm being positive and have the right mind frame for my team, for business, for whatever that day. But I have to remember the things that I'm saying up here too, not just out. So
yeah.
I know exactly what I'm gonna say when I wake up in the morning. I know exactly what I'm gonna say in my brain if I have a negative phone call. I'm gonna
Mm,
get over it quickly and I'm gonna go to positive things. Like, if a client has something negative to say, I'm gonna hear it and I'm gonna let it go. And then
yeah.
I'm gonna say, but this client's great and we did this great thing that day and I'm so grateful. Or, I
Yeah.
think mind frame and with leadership and just a life that you want to live is everything. And I
That's
think
a
that's
good
how
one.
you live too.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the same. Yeah. Totally.
I think when I met you, you're very positive and happy about life. And I think that's probably why we connected.
Yeah. You got to have that positive mindset and bring good energy around people. Because you can give bad vibes. You can see,
Mhm.
and then that's why you want to be around that. Yeah. So positive
Yeah.
attitude. Yeah. So it
Yeah, and energy doesn't lie.
doesn't, that's true. Let me ask you this. If you could sit down and eat with someone dead or alive, who would it be?
This one is the same for, like, mind frame for me. So,
Okay.
I I thought about, like, a Nelson Mandela. Like, that was my
Okay.
first thought because of what he had to work on with his brain when he was locked up, and then how it changed his whole life, his full trajectory, and then what he did with his life. But I can almost say that with a ton of business men too, like the Warren Buffetts, the Richard Branson, like just I would it'd be Nelson, but then to me, it could be anybody that had struggle in their life and overcame it because I want to learn from that type of a brain. So,
Cool. I never heard
you?
Nelson yet. I probably my dad be one because my dad passed away
Really?
6 years ago, so he'd be up there. But Dirk Nowitzki's one guy probably. Probably Cooper Flagg just got drafted. He won't be one, and probably trying to think, probably like Abe Lincoln. You know, sit down with him. He'd be cool to just to. He went through a lot. You know, probably like with like today's world, probably how it was back then. With you had the whole racial segregation, things like that. And today it's a lot of that, and just a lot of problems and issues we're dealing with. Feels there's a lot of negativity going on. So yeah, but you know,
Mhm. No, that makes
those would be people
sense.
I would kind of pick. You know,
Yeah. No, I like your dad one. It was funny. I was talking to my dad last night
yeah.
about talking to you today, and I
Oh,
threw
really?
that question out. And
Oh,
his dad died a long time ago to the point
yeah,
where I never got to meet him, and that was his first response was my dad. And I was
yeah.
like, that's everything.
No, it's cool. Yeah, because I think my dad's dad passed when I was, I think, a baby.
What?
So I never met my dad's dad either. But yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, and it's crazy because it's like, it's not that you really feel that loss because we were never even introduced really to them,
yeah,
but then it's you hear the stories and you're like, "Yeah, that could have been helpful in life," you know? I could have been guided in
yeah.
life.
You kind of
But
you
then you
kind of ask around. Like I'll ask my dad's sister, or how was your dad? Like how was it was her. I said, well, he's a big guy. So I'm like, well, my brother's kind of big, so maybe like my brother's size. But he's a big guy. So so we kind of
Yeah.
try to like, how do you talk? We had a big anger. He got anger or had a big temperament, So you kind of think of how this person was like, but yeah. But you're too
Yeah.
young to remember it, you know. So
Yeah, 100%.
yeah,
Like, if your brother took more of him on or if what pieces you have of him, like,
yeah, totally,
it'd be
totally,
amazing to see.
totally. Let me ask you this: if you were stuck on an elevator, who would you want to be stuck on an elevator with?
First off, that's my biggest fear. So,
Is it?
I don't wanna be stuck in the elevator.
Yeah,
It's honestly my biggest fear to the point where my family knows it, my whole entire team knows it,
yeah.
like, I will choose the stairs if I can.
Well, I know in Vegas, you got to ride a lot of elevators to get up to those buildings. I
Mhm.
was in Reno past weekend. We're floor 2021, so we had to go all the way up to 21.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, if I like, same with Miami's,
Yeah,
I go there all the time. There's a million stories in those buildings, but I really like to say I don't have a fear, but whatever, that is one of them. But I will
yeah,
make sure that there is somebody else in that elevator. Like, if an elevator comes and because I hit it and there's nobody that's getting in with me, I'll press a button and then I'll go back out and I'll stand
okay, you're one of
until
those
there's
people. Okay, we know now.
yes, I don't wanna be alone.
Gotcha. All right.
So, yeah, don't care who it is, just someone.
Yeah. Okay, let me ask you this. I think you mentioned earlier, but who's your favorite sports team, and you have a player you like?
So, NBA basketball, like college basketball and NBA are my favorite
Okay.
sports out there, and I've been a diehard Celtics fan for my whole entire life,
o-
but I also am a diehard Nuggets fan, so
Okay.
because I live here and
Yeah.
yeah, so I will
Have you met
definitely
Dave Adelman yet, or no?
No, I've heard so many amazing great things by the people around him and that work
Yeah.
with him, so I know that that
He's
is
a Bay
a
Area
hack.
guy. Went to De La
He
Salle.
is?
His dad is Rick Adelman, who used to coach the Warriors and Kings back in the '90s. So yeah, I met
Mhm.
him a couple times. Cool guy. We had a couple of drinks before he was. I think he was his assistant on the bench. But this is probably like
Mhm.
4 or 5 years ago. So and now he's the
Yeah.
the guy.
I I heard he's good, so I hope for really good things, and we just got pretty much a whole new team this year, so I'm excited.
Yeah. Now you said
Very excited.
college team. Who's your college team?
College team is still basketball, but it is CU and
Yeah.
KU.
Have you
I
had a
can't pick
chance to
one.
what? Yeah. Have you had a
What?
chance to see the Buffaloes play with Primetime Dion or no?
Yes, of course, of course.
How's the atmosphere like over there?
So fun, so outrageous and crazy. Look, bigger than bigger than an NFL game
Yeah.
somewhat because the amount of stars and people that he's bringing on the field and then the
Yeah.
TV coverage. I mean, it is fun, fun,
Yeah.
fun.
So can you go back and like share how it was before he got there? Dion was there? Like or
I mean, I go to the basketball games,
yeah,
so I only probably go to 1 or 2 of the football games
yeah,
every year. Listen, sports are fun and college sports are extremely fun.
yeah,
So, CU had a great fan base. It's just 10 times more with football right
mhm,
now,
yeah,
but it was still fun. Like,
yeah,
CU's still a great school
yeah.
education wise, party wise. Like, it's still a great school,
I had
but
a few
it's
friends that
just
went there.
you have a few friends?
Yeah, a few
Yeah.
friends that went there and guys I coached went there too for just going there for school and stuff. So it's kind of a middle
Yeah.
ground, I guess. Bay people like that. I just come out because of the mountains and the climate.
Mhm.
Probably gives that little maybe that Tahoe, I guess, feeling. I don't know, but they like it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. No, it's a great school. I love going up there for games,
is that where you went
being
to
in
college? Was
Denver.
Colorado? Did you go there? Or no.
No, my dad said if you stay in state, which was South Dakota, he would help me out, but
Okay.
not if I came down here, so I
Okay.
chose a good financial
Nice.
place.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Here's one for you. What advice would you give yourself at 12 years old?
I would tell myself to just listen to myself more. Listen to my own intuition, my
Yeah.
own feelings more. It's great that people want to guide and help and educate, but it's my life. So take what people say with a grain of salt,
Uh,
but really listen to myself more. Do what I want. I always was kind of a do what you want type of girl. That's why I started my own company. But I just wish I would have done it more, especially as a 12-year-old, a little girl. Like,
yeah.
ignore the hate, that I got my whole life. Ignore anything that's negative and know the power and the intuition and what I have to give to this world. And I really hope that everybody would think that way and do that more for themselves.
Yeah. Cool.
Did you see that, like, younger where you would kind of
Yeah. I mean, I think want to say, yeah, you're in that teen era, like fifth, sixth grade, you kind of make a decision where you're like, do I do this or that? Do I kind of do that sport? Like, which one do I do more of? Kind of, meeting people with friends and it kind of like in that independence or like, do I do that? Kind of like, I guess self choice, so I can see that in that age range. And of course, yeah, people say, you did that or, for me, like I was tall, so I always got called like daddy long legs and stuff when I was little. So I always had that
Mm,
forever, but I think he built it over time. But yeah, I can
yeah.
totally see, like that mindset of just being like positive. And the coach confidence was big. I was as confident as I was now when I was that age.
Mhm.
I mean, that's a big
Yeah.
thing. Be a confidence, you can do a lot anything pretty much, and it
Yeah.
shows. So that was one thing, like,
Yeah,
that
and
conf
I think what you're saying and kind of like what I was saying is that going in the mind frame and yeah, the confidence, but then if you made a choice based off of what you wanted versus what somebody else told you to do,
yeah,
don't freaking care. Don't
yeah,
care as much as I cared back then to either
yeah,
please somebody or question that, "Oh, we made the wrong choice." Who cares? It's life.
yeah,
Like, it's life, and it ends up how exactly it's supposed to end up.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. Here we go. How long you been a homeowner for, and where you live about the city you live in?
So, I don't know how many years, but maybe 7 or 8 years at my spot in Denver. And yeah, so I live in downtown Denver and I love Colorado. It
Yeah.
is so gorgeous. I love the outdoors, not in the winter.
Okay.
I only like being warm in the summer, but there's such good people. It is so beautiful to just go outside, hike, ride bikes. I run
Yeah.
outside all the time. It's a great lifestyle, good community. Obviously I love it because my business has been thriving here, so there's a
Yeah.
lot of my clientele that lives here. But yeah, my friends, my almost all my family is here. I if it's one of those good feeling places
Yeah.
for
Now,
me.
have you been to a Rockies game? I'm guessing you have, right?
Not
Baseball?
recently.
No. Okay.
Not recently.
No.
You know anything about the Rockies these days?
They lose a lot. I know that, but they're young. You know. So
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
But,
I used to love going to Rockies games when we had, like,
yeah. At
Nolan.
Holiday.
Yep,
At
yep,
Holiday.
and even Tulo, and yeah, we had
Whiskey.
some
Yeah.
fun years,
Todd
some good
Helton.
years. Yes, yes, we were good, okay?
Yeah.
Then I don't really know what happened. I think your baseball is more fun.
The Giants are, but we've been losing 2 now, so it's been
You
hard to.
have?
Yeah, we're below 500 now. Yeah. Since that trade with Devers, we're like the worst team record, so but, I mean, they're good. They lost last night to the Padres, but
Mm,
I'll still watch them. You know?
yeah. Yeah, I gotta wait till this team gets better
I mean,
for
you got the
me to.
Broncos coming up. They'll be good this year, right? You got Bo Nix.
Oh, yeah. I went to the preseason game last
Oh, yeah,
week.
I saw you're on the field. Yeah,
Incredible.
you were down there.
Yes, yes, incredible. Our team looks so good, like,
Yeah,
woo, I'm excited.
yeah, it should be fun. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good year.
Do you have a Super Bowl pick?
Oh, shoot, I'm the worst. I don't do any of those, what do you call the leagues or
Oh,
anything?
fantasy football? You don't do fantasy football?
Yep. I do none of that. I
Yeah,
get stressed out with games and teams because, like, I have players on
yeah,
them. So I honestly am kind of a stress ball with sports because I know what it means to them.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So to me, I just like to go with the flow and hope for a win. But no, I
yeah,
have no clue who's supposed to win the Super Bowl.
yeah.
Don't they say that every year you should know based on what
The odds.
colors is what is that thing?
The odds, you mean?
Well, isn't it when they say whatever Super Bowl it's gonna be,
Mhm.
every year they say they place some of the colors of the teams that they
That's
think
right,
Super
yeah,
Bowls.
so before they do the Super Bowl, they have the color scheme, and usually
Yes.
teams are in there, yeah, so,
Yep. Yep.
let's see.
So,
I
I
know
don't know if
in
you can base it
Madden
off of.
I know in Madden video game, they predicted the 49ers to win, so we'll see, but
Really?
yeah, but then these other ones have, I think, like, Eagles or Chiefs again, I don't know, or Bills, I think so much of the Bills,
Yeah.
yeah,
Which are all gonna be great teams this
yeah,
year, so how would you predict it?
yeah,
Yeah. Well, that's good. Good that you're gonna
yeah,
have a good team and I'm gonna have a good team this year.
yeah, right? So let me ask you this, if you weren't at your current job, what would you do for work?
I think I would lay on the beach.
Okay, be a beach bum?
Yes, I think I would lay on the beach.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know if there's part of me that it's like, okay, so at some point I won't have this business anymore. So what do I love out of what I'm doing or what would I want to do next? I can't see myself doing anything else than what
yeah,
I've built because I've done it for 13 years. So I'm
yeah,
committed to what I'm doing
yeah,
and I think the aspects that I love about it is I love people. Love like the greatest thing people say is like, "Jen, we wouldn't still be married if we didn't have you." That's what I love about what I do is the people connection and really adding value. And I think that's a lot of different companies and things in life as long as I was working with people and I got to feel that I was adding value in whatever way in life. So it'd have to be some sort of a service, career, or job. But I just love people. And I know right now I'm doing such a different business that is
Yeah.
adding a lot of value, but I've done 13 years of it. I definitely
Yeah.
have years to go to get to where where I want, but after that, is it laying on a beach, having family, or is it starting another company? I don't know because 'cause I'm so committed in what
Yeah.
I'm doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you do
Cool.
anything else?
Well, there is a thing is politics that sticks out as like a challenge kind of at some part in real estate. I want to like go into that realm. I mean, it's in my blood. My dad's side is really the Kennedys. So like my dad's mom, dad was a Kennedy. So, but just
Yeah.
from the stuff here and things, I think it's a big challenge. But I think that's be something I like to get my feet wet in. So that's
That's
some
amazing.
yeah
I didn't know that you had
yeah
that in your background.
yeah. It's crazy because I think before my mom had passed, or my grandma had passed, and my dad it was I was asking questions like and she was telling about this Kennedy story and stuff like that. So or like a six or seven cousin. We're not like like right behind him, but we're related.
Mm,
But I mean, there just feels like it'd be like a cool thing to just adventure into and see where it goes, you know. And
yeah.
politics and real estate is a little like politics because you talk to people, talk to another person, back and forth. You gotta keep your calm and you can't be, angry and mad. So you gotta be, you know. So we'll see. But yeah, that's kind of a thing.
And it would still be rewarding because you
Yeah,
would be really trying to make a difference.
yeah. So,
Yeah,
but we'll
that's
see.
amazing.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
let me ask you this: do you have a favorite video game or board game growing up that you played, or nowadays that you played?
Yes. Have you heard of the game Tripoli?
No.
I know, no one knows about it. I
Yeah.
get to teach everybody about this game.
Yeah.
It's literally like a family secret, and now I'm spilling it to the world, but every I invite my friends over, like, they've never done it, like, we do Christmas stuff, but my family's sports background, my family's very competitive.
Mm,
So, it's a board game, but you play with cards and you have chips.
okay.
So, you put the chips everybody puts like one chip in all of these different areas. There's
Yeah.
aces, there's hearts, there's the pot, and then there's like betting areas. And then you deal out a whole deck of cards, and then you have the cards. And the first thing is poker. So four of a kind is obviously I think the highest, and then it's
Yeah.
like what is it, full house or I guess
Yeah.
royal flush, is
Royal
highest,
flush.
whatever. So whoever you could be lying
Mhm.
or you could actually have that. And so you're throwing the chips in the pot and then you can call another out, you can up them, and then whoever wins that, whether they're lying or they're telling the truth, then they win the pot. And then you start with low black. So that person that won the pot starts with low black and you place it, and then whoever has, like, let's say it's two of whatever spades, then
Mhm.
someone has a three of spades, they lay it down, and then the first person to get all of the cards wins that round.
Oh, wow.
But the places on the map, like all of the hearts, the jack, the queen, the king, the ace, they all get to pick up if they play that card. So you want as many chips as you can, but the game goes on forever and forever. And again, you can lie in poker, you can throw out a pay card. Like it can get heated. It can get
Yeah, yeah.
heated.
Okay. And it's called what again?
It's called Tripoli.
Tripoli. Okay.
Yes, it's so, so much fun. I'm sure they have it everywhere. Just it's a game that my family's been playing forever and
Okay.
it's my favorite. Like we don't play Monopoly in my family. That's
No,
like
that's a
people
popular choice
people
on here
die.
is Monopoly. It's
Not in this family.
okay.
Is that your game?
I liked, well, Battleship was cool, I thought. I never played Battleship where you have the
Yeah, that's
dragon.
fun.
That was fun. Mousetrap was something I wanted to try to play a lot more. I mean, like, we played Candyland growing up.
Mhm.
What's another one? I mean, Uno was cool. I played this one called The Great Escape where you had to make the little clay guy, and then you had to make it around the things, and every time your hand got smushed, there's yeah, you put with Play-Doh, you made a little guy and you had to go around, and then if he got squished, the guy would be terminated. Sounds like a fun game to do.
That's fun.
Yeah, Grape Escape it was called, yeah. It was like a little game. You make a little Play-Doh guy,
Huh.
then you would go around and you put him in these things and he survived, but once he was gone, that was it. Oh, that was fun.
That's awesome.
And Operation was a fun one. I think you played that probably back in the day.
Yes.
Oh, these things, you know.
Yes.
What about,
That's
did you
amazing.
play video games or doing that as a kid or no?
Not really.
No.
No, I just
Okay,
played sports.
gotcha, cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me ask you this. What's your drink of choice?
Are we talking just
It could
water
be
or
a
are we
healthy
talking
drink, it could do
alcohol?
a alcoholic drink, both you can do both, alcohol and non-alcoholic drink.
Okay. If it's alcohol, it's tequila straight. I
Wow,
just love it on the rocks or straight.
okay.
Like I don't want any extra calories. I'm already drinking the calories. Yeah, it just makes me happy. And yeah, every day is probably just water or sparkling water. I
Okay.
just am plain.
Yeah.
I'd rather eat my calories than
Do you have
drink
a
them.
favorite sparkling water company or a brand that you like?
Yes, this one, Waterloo.
Okay.
Yeah, and this, like, black cherry, it's so I probably drink 1 or 2 a day.
Yeah.
So good. Yeah. Do you drink sparkling water too?
Not really. I do drink the water.
Mm,
I'll do those little packets they have. You can put them in the water and it does that stuff to it.
with electrolytes?
Yeah.
Have you tried my brother got me hooked on it. It's like Water Boy or
No.
it's kinda like the liquid IVs, but better. There's, like, a watermelon flavor that I'm obsessed with.
I tried one. It was similar. I've tried the Jolly Rancher ones, and I've tried like
Oh.
they have like stuff like that, but it tastes like it, but it's like it'd be like a green apple. Putting a
Mm,
green apple rancher, so you can,
yum.
you know, but uh,
I think they help, like, if you work out a lot or, like,
no,
in the summer with the heat,
I used to
they
drink a
help.
lot of alkaline water, and then that went away. But that was at one time a thing to do. You know,
Mhm. Yeah. Yep.
how about do you have a guilty pleasure?
I don't know about a guilty pleasure, but 2 things that I do every day that I need to do to
Okay,
just be happy
yeah,
is 1, I need to run. You gotta let me work out, like, I have to
yeah.
run.
So you have to
You
close
want me
your
to
rings,
be a
right?
gr Say what?
You close your rings on your Apple Watch, or do you have that, or no?
Yes, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. I love running with the Apple Watch and yeah,
How many
but I
calories you
have
have
to
to do?
run. Say what?
How many calories you have to burn off on your thing?
I never actually look at the calories too much.
Okay.
I always try to do at least, like, run 4 miles.
Wow.
I usually try to do 5 days a week, and then I'll try to do a longer run on the weekend, like Saturday or Sunday, and
Yeah.
then I'll take a day off. But then I run because I have to have chocolate every day. It's just a
Um,
thing that I have to have. So, if I'm gonna give myself chocolate every day, I'm gonna make sure I work out.
Now, are you running on the street or are you going to the gym?
Both, both. I have a treadmill at my house, but because, like, I'm a fair weather runner, like, I'm a fair weather anything outside.
Yeah.
So when it's winter here, not a chance I'm gonna run outside. It's like I
Yeah.
can't do cold, so I'll be on the treadmill, but in the summer, yeah, I run outside a lot, a lot.
What's your fastest mile time? Have you timed it before or
I don't know what my fastest mile time is. I don't know, cause honestly, I run because I love it, and I need to
okay.
get that runner's high. I need to feel good and calm for the day. When I make it like, I ran 1 marathon in my life, and it was definitely out of a dare, and I didn't train, and I crushed it, but I don't want running to become competitive because then I won't love it. I'm already competitive enough. I
Yeah.
wanna do it to just feel good, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
But I'm not a slow runner. I have a good pace.
You mentioned
Yeah.
chocolate, so what's your favorite chocolate?
Just any sort of a milk chocolate bar. It could have some
Okay.
caramel in it.
Yeah.
I don't really care.
Have you
Yeah.
tried the Bordeaux Seas candy?
No.
That's pretty good.
Okay. I'm
Yeah, it's
gonna try
Bordeaux. Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good
Yeah.
recommendation. Yeah. I think
Usually I I have on my list salad items at Whole Foods, and
Oh,
then, I just randomly find myself in the chocolate area, and then I'll
there you
just
go.
pick a chocolate bar.
Let me ask you this one. Do you have a favorite emoji that you share?
Yeah. Yes. Oh my gosh. The one that's, like, melting. I
Oh,
don't know
okay.
which one it is,
I
but
know what you're talking about. Yeah,
yeah, it's
I
the
see that one.
face, and then it's, like, melting because it works for almost everything.
Yeah.
It works for, "How's your day going? How's that meeting? Like, what do
Oh
you
yeah.
have going on?" Like, it works for all of them.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
What's
Um,
yours?
I was a fan of the fire, I guess, a lot of that, and then
Mm,
I sent the rose out here and there. Lately, I do like this thing. I hear the fingers. I'll do that, or
yep,
I'll do the salute one. Guys saluting. Like people send stuff to
yep,
me, I'll just send them, like the salute one.
I love it.
It kind of changed.
Yeah,
I mean, people use a rocket ship a lot. It's been one that they said that the laughing one people use. So, but
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, those are all great ones.
yeah. So,
Yeah. I like the
but
melting.
yeah. Nominate some of that be on the show that be your guest I could reach out to, maybe get them on here.
I think I have to think about that one. Probably have a list for you, but I
Okay.
want it to be, like, the right people.
Okay.
But
All right.
I will give you a
Yes.
list after this.
Okay. Cool. All right. And then what's up on the bucket list you want to do, Jen? That our listeners can hear you want to do on your bucket list. You haven't done yet.
Well, if it's travel, I've always wanted to go to Greece. That's, like, my top place of what I would choose
Okay.
to visit. But honestly, my biggest bucket list is to just grow this company and keep doing right by people,
Yeah.
and then eventually, either do something else or, yeah, have my life more.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
Have you been to
how many
Greece?
no, I have not been to Greece, have not been to Europe. It's on there. I think I wanna go, like, London and
Mm,
watch some soccer games, like a Man City versus Man United or like you know I got in-laws out there, but, that'd be kinda cool to check out,
yeah.
you know? Like, those places that were not if you watch Game of Thrones, but they have some good destination spots where they filmed the scenes, be kinda cool.
Mhm.
And then there's this place in Oahu, Hawaii called Kahlua Ranch where they filmed Jurassic Park and like Kong and those movies, like Lost Island, I think. And it's filmed at this place, and that'd be kind of cool to see that. So those kind of spots I kind of want to check out. But yeah, so
I love Hawaii. That's, like, one of my favorite places ever.
yeah, we go to Maui quite a bit, and we went last year around this time or the end of July. Yeah, it was nice. I mean, I tell
Yeah.
people you go in the water. It's not like our water or Pacific water where you got to like swim. You can pretty much wade in the water, and
Mhm.
it just has that perfect temp. And it's
Yeah.
better than Mexico, I think. I tell people or Cabo.
It's
It's
100%.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it's more expensive, but it's worth it.
It's
So
so worth it.
yeah, a 4 hour flight, not too bad.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, for
oh yeah, you got to do what? You're 6 or 8?
yeah, it's like 6.5. At least it's
Yeah,
a direct flight, but
yeah.
it's long.
Where do you
Yeah.
where do you stay at?
I've gone to a lot of the islands,
Yeah,
so it's always different, but I've definitely been to, yeah, Oahu, like Waikiki a
Maui.
lot. We went to Maui
Yeah.
last Thanksgiving.
So you've been to
I've been to
Molokini, the little
Is
snorkel
that
island out
the
there? The little island where you can snorkel?
volcano?
Huh? No, that's
No?
okay.
The
So if you
smaller
go
island?
yes, if you go sometime, you catch it's called like Pride of Maui, and
Mm.
it take you on a snorkeling trip, and you drive across the water, and then you get to snorkel and come back, and then you drop off at some sea turtles, but it's fun. But the whole day,
Oh,
then you
that's
eat burgers coming back, but it's a good little thing to do.
Yep. That's amazing. And yeah, I think Hawaii's so good at that too, having all of those different ventures to go on.
Totally.
They take care of people well.
They do, yeah,
Yeah.
they do. So, Jen, how we follow you, be in contact, we want to reach out to you, what's your handles on social media and stuff like that.
Everything on social media, whether it is LinkedIn, Instagram, or Facebook, is just more lifestyle management.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's pretty simple.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. And then the website's more lifestyle management too. It's
Okay,
easy.
cool. All right, cool.
Yeah.
And we are on Spotify. We're on YouTube. We're on TikTok. We're on X, Instagram, all that. Find us on Spotify. From on the spot, and of course about real estate or about moving, you can reach out to me or Jen, of that. See real estate through new lens from on the spot. We're out of here. Any final words, Jen, before we get off?
No, I'm just grateful to be here. It was awesome to connect with you, and I'm really excited to send some other people your way. So I
Sounds
appreciate
good.
you.
All right, from on the spot, we're out of here.
Bye.
Cool. That was good.